Good day, YouTubers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world. I'm searching through my parts to find what goes on the front there. And it really looks like 4 of those. There's a bunch of them. And looks like 4 of these underneath. Oh, there's only one nomenclature though. And it's obviously looking like a piece of brass underneath that. And the pewter on top. So that would go there and there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And it's got the same background shape and everything as the pewter piece. And then when you put that on there, other than the color of the pewter piece, it looks like it's been painted some brown. So I think we'll have to do that. And then get these out of here. Last time I got some hinges out of here, I used the X-Acto knife. And that was a little tough cleaning them up because of that burr hanging off the edge. I'll try something like this. Nip them out. Yeah, that'll work. We just gotta clean that edge up. We'll put this on some of that foam board to cut as a background. But I did not get anything done this week. It's Friday already. I'm digging through all my parts to try to get some content for video. We got to go out of town today. So my wife's cooking breakfast. Thought I'd get a little bit of footage. I'm double checking these other sheets to make sure that there isn't nothing like what we found in the pewter and the brass. The plastic box those pewter pieces came in doesn't have a label on it. There's nothing else here that looks like that. So I'm sure that's got to be it. See, this is labeled BPHX4 or 4 times BPH. And then those, I'm going to have to put that label on the lid Label this lid for that box. Those should be labeled C30. But I don't even see no BPH label. You gotta be real careful as you go. But process of elimination, I think it's as far as I know. I think that's what we got to do. I had an ongoing project that I wanted to get done this week, and I did, which is one of the things on my list up here, to repipe the water filtration system. I've got a whole house water filter that's on the line coming in the laundry room. And oh, good morning, little birdie. We got those two spigots outside, and they were on the same circuit as that filter for the house. So every time I water plants in the yard, in the front or the back, I was depleting my filter for the house, putting it on the plants on the ground. We use more water. Well, we'll probably use about the same amount of water outside that we do inside. So I went up in the attic and capped off some lines that were feeding those two outside circuits, and then got down and turned the water back on and tested to make sure my outside circuits were dead. So I only had water in the house through the filter, and then I went back up there, turned the water off again, went back up there and rerouted those two outside circuits for water to line down into the laundry room that tapped into the feed water before it got to the filter system. So that took me a day and a little puzzle to challenge and figure out. And in the process of doing all that, sometimes you'll take your pipe fittings and you'll put something together just to see how long it needs to be, and then you cut it and you take it apart and you put the glue on it and make it permanent. I had one fitting up there that I forgot to glue that I was using to measure another fitting, and when I turned the water back on, it was fine for a day. And then the next evening I was out in their yard. I just finished watering some of the plants with the hose, and when I turned the hose off, it was enough back pressure to blow that fitting apart that didn't have any glue on it. And that water shot straight out from where it was mounted at into the attic space above this porch. You know, the fitting was over there and it was pointing this way where it blew out, and all that water was shooting over into this cavity up here underneath that roof section I added. And then it was pouring out all along here on the soffit. Everything inside was okay. There was a little bit of water running down the wall where the inverters for the solar system is at, but that's meant to be outside anyway, so it didn't hurt nothing there. I saw it right away when it happened. Ran and shut the water off and got back up there and looked at it and said, "Oh, you dummy. I forgot to glue that one section." Surprised it stayed together for a whole day. Didn't come off in the middle of the night or something like that. Well, we got her fixed and confident that's going to be good. So there's our rooster and 5 egg layers. Good morning, birds. Good morning. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Good morning. They like a little treat. And we got the separation taken down that was separating the ducks and the chickens, so they can run it either side now. So sorry we don't have a healthy part of shipbuilding this week, but we had other challenges that took our attention away from what we call our hobby, what makes us fulfilled in certain areas of your life. Life can't just be about solving problems. There has to be things that inspire you, that move your heart, so when you wake up in the morning, you're excited about the future. We are excited about getting some of this stuff done. Just ran out of time to do it. Every now and then I get lazy, which everybody has a problem with. A challenge of trimming this off without damaging something. I don't know if I should use the Dremel or not. That's wicked right there. And it'll tear up some stuff if you're not careful. These bits here are good, but they're also hard to control when you're holding that thing in your hand. So I don't know if this is the best way to cut that off without creating some damage. Might try my something like this might work. That stuff is only 1/2 millimeter thick. We get the right angle. The problem is getting close enough to the edge that, yeah, that might work, yeah. Just got to hold it where it stays close to that edge here. I'm still going to have to sand it a little bit. Well, let me get to cutting some of these out here. See if we can't figure out what color we want to use. I got some brown over here, and we'll paint them up. See what they look like. I don't want it too dark because this picture almost, it's not a dark brown, but it's definitely a darker color than the wood behind it. Thanks for watching.